first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. A short throw to Musgrave. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And now out come the Patriots. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Going the other way.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And that's complete to Cooks. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Pats, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
This short throw caught by Goddard, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 1. Here's Allen. Rifles one and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons kicking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Myers for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Allen now on first down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You look at this Patriots defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now Allen. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And quickly they get to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And just like that, it's third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Barkley, inside handoff. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
56, Mike, 19, Mike. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
All day, baby. That's all day.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Allen's throw taken in by Edwards. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
24 is the mic. Check.
Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Henry running right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Again, it's Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one. Time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. On 2nd down, this is Jackson.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 8.
Watch the safety creep. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check 13. Check 13. Dragon 60. 6. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
79 Broncos. Check 56. We go.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is blocked. The Pats bring heat and they get home. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little more. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Tight on.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Shedding the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, look at the juke. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On the give, here comes Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one.
And Gronkowski hauls it in for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
4 down. Mike 9.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He gets it to Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To the air, Allen. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen. There's a ball deep from Musgrave. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Pushes him aside at the 45. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That pass caught. It's Williams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split be here between run and pass.
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Come on.
2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the pass. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the backer. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Panther 11. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
In motion goes the tight end.
I'm coming after you.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Coming to you. Mike 9.
On 1st down, Allen. And it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they can run the score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead. Jackson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here. Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On second down, here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go 400? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On for Thomas. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 56, the mic, boys, 56.
They'll look to throw here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DK Metcalf, 44 yards. And the Patriots are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Allen to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Here's Brian Anger now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Rush comes and they block. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now they'll change things up.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
A first down carry for Barkley. 164 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Myers connects on the PAT, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at...
I steam.